Hi guys, I'm back. It's been a few weeks. I was at camp and then I went out of the country for something, but now I am back and I kind of felt led to talk about getting out of my rough season that I just went through. And for me, it lasted exactly a year from the traumatic event that happened. That is not for everybody. I was left thinking like, when is this going to end? When is this going to end? When am I going to be out of this? I let go of a lot of things a while back, but there was still like lingering things that would keep popping up, let's say. And I really did not know, like, when is this going to end? But this is how I knew when it did end. So I like to describe it kind of as like a book. Let's say the last book, let's say there's a series of like 3 books. The first book happened, that ended, people died, I was in the new season. The second book was a little rough. That was the rough one I just went through. But now this new season has new characters, and we had to leave certain characters in the last book because they don't go along with this new book, right? And that's kind of how I felt. God's been asking me to let go of certain things again, and that hasn't happened in a while, but now it's like letting go of certain people, not because they're doing anything bad, just because for the new season that I'm in, they can't really come along. And I've also been meeting new people, and this has been happening so rapidly. Like, guys were in a really a thing this past year with me because I was healing from certain things. And all of a sudden, like within 3 days, I got 50 subscribers on YouTube. Christian men started like flirting with me. I had like 3 people at church tell me like, oh, I've been noticing you, your smile, like friends, right? They're like, oh, I've noticed it. They wanted to come up to me and talk to me because they had noticed me and seen me around. And it was just something I wasn't expecting. Like, how did this come out of nowhere? Like, how are people noticing me? Especially when I felt like I was kind of hidden for a while. And I'm still in a waiting season, I feel like. But I feel like it's starting to end. Like, I was waiting, and now the things that God has promised me are starting. The friendships that he's promised me, a relationship that he's promised me is coming soon. Like, all those things just feel like they're happening because that other book is shut and closed. Also, there has been certain attacks, things that like I haven't experienced in a long time have been popping up again. I'm like, that's kind of weird. But since I'm already done with it, it's kind of like, well, let me just flick that away because it's nothing. But it's weird that they're popping up again because I feel like Satan does see when you're starting to jump into something new, and he doesn't like that. So those are kind of been the things that I've been experiencing. Just a lot of newness. God asking me to step up for a lot of things. And do certain things that I'm not used to, but I'm trusting him and being obedient. So guys, if you're going through a rough season right now, push through, trust God, you will be out of it soon. This was my experience. Thank y'all.